When you don't want to stretch your budget to the maximum limit and be homeless in case you ever lose your job, you compromise on things like a smartphone because really, let's be honest, the most expensive variant isn't going to change your sad life anyway. So better save that money and use it on food, which is way more essential than smartphones on any given day. Hey everyone, Mukul here. And yeah, I bought the OnePlus 8 thinking of saving some money, and in actuality, it didn't look like that I'm sacrificing on much except for that amazing primary camera sensor which is on the OnePlus 8 Pro. I have made a complete review on it too, and the link would be in the description. But what really surprised me is how even the IMX586 performed, especially in low light on the OnePlus 8. Because let's just be honest, if a phone can click great pictures in the night time, it is going to anyway do good in the day. As more light enters the sensor, the camera processing has to do lesser of a job and chill most of the time. And who doesn't like chilling? Let me share some examples here to illustrate my point. These pictures are totally unedited and were taken after 9 PM in the night. The first shot impressed me the most from the camera. This was a handheld shot and I did take a few before finalizing this one, but it really did impress me. I mean, I knew the IMX586 on the OnePlus 8 is a good sensor, but I didn't think it was this good that it will be able to not only grab sufficient details over the contour of the clouds here, but also somehow manage the very tricky dynamic range here. Wow, that was a complex explanation. I hope you understood it. Like in this example again, the silhouette of the moon is clear and yet you would notice good exposure on the subjects near me. If this isn't impressive, then I don't know what is. I swear for this shot, I just took out the phone off my pocket and snapped the picture and put it back in. And later when I explored the shot, boy was I impressed or what. The night mode on the OnePlus 8 is quite buggy, but the standard mode does wonderful low light photography and most of these shots were taken from it only. I think I should have said that in the beginning of the video. This area wasn't as well lit as the lights you see in the background, and yet again the picture is very sharp and the almost dull motorbike was well lit as the shot processed this final image. This view has become one of my favorite test views for a lot of my phone camera tests, and I took this shot handheld. Yes, the area around these trees could have used some more details over it, but overall this is a damn impressive shot for a handheld device. The details are quite satisfactory if not the best, as they aren't the best for sure. I mean, my older Samsung Note 9 used to take a slightly better shot in the similar scenario. But when I bought that phone, that costed almost 50% more than the OnePlus 8. This shot again was quite impressive, but the row of trees in the front completely darkened out. But the details on these faraway buildings came out great, and yes, they look a bit processed, which is quite expected. See, that was my point here. The camera just fails to disappoint in most of the scenarios, even when this isn't even the highest tier flagship grade phone, which will probably eat your month or 2 months of income if you aren't wealthy like me. Yeah, I'm very wealthy. And in this shot, actually nothing about it, just boasting my build here. Hey. I mean, it just performs fantastically and I'm surprised here because I really didn't expect the phone to do this good. So the ISP on the Snapdragon 865 is definitely doing wonders with the phone's camera. And you can push it even more with the Gcam on the phone, which a lot of Snapdragon running devices support quite easily, with a totally different white balance, which of course you can adjust if you know about all that. What's even better that the ultra-wide pictures too doesn't disappoint you much in low light, but of course in the night mode. Of course not as good or great as the primary sensor, but I think with some post you can work with it. I don't take much selfies, but that camera too would do decent on the phone, especially in the still shots, and in more challenging conditions you can either use the flash or turn on the night mode in the front camera on the Gcam. Yes, it's quite handy for these scenarios. But sadly the video is where you would be going to be a bit disappointed. It just doesn't perform well in low lit scenarios, and on top of that, it had a hard time focusing on stuff too. Yeah, these huge buildings are just plain simple old stuff for me. But the autofocusing was a bit better on the Gcam. The front camera video had a similar story too, just not there yet for a phone in this price segment, I guess. Here's a slow-mo video from where my cat drinks her favorite beverage, which is of course water. But yeah, it isn't bad primarily because the light source here was a light inside this container, and when the lights are the light source themselves, they do a good job of being the light. So yeah, as you can probably guess by now, for the price, the cameras on the phone with the Snapdragon 865 performs excellent. Not in the videos though, which I guess we'll probably be able to get there soon enough. Because those who are pushing camera tech on these phones are clearly not as lazy as you or me. At least I'm making videos. I wanted to primarily focus on the night photography in this video, as I felt the cameras can definitely take great shots in these scenarios. Do leave a like and sub with the bell if this video helped you in any way. That's all for today. MuBot out in night mode.